You're watching HCTV 22 City News, your source for news and information on issues, people, arts and entertainment, and sports in the city of Hawthorne.
In this edition of City News, Hawthorne's first responders compete in a friendly battle that benefits many. Then we'll take you to a project that will help drivers on one of the city's busiest streets. And learn why you might want to check your owner's manual before you get your next oil change. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Cindy San Luis. The Hawthorne Fire and Police Department's main purpose is to save lives and help those in need, but they're stepping up their game as they compete against each other for yet another life-saving cause. Reporter Amy Davis has more.
I'm here at the Hawthorne Police Station. We're just inside these doors. They're hosting their 6th annual Battle of the Badges blood drive. So follow me inside and I'll give you a better view of what saving a life looks like. Firefighters, police officers, Hawthorne residents, and employees came to the police department today to donate their blood. The process takes no more than an hour, yet drastically can change the lives of many. But for the city's local heroes, it's another reason to host the event at their home. And of course, to see which department brings in the most blood.
They put police officers against firefighters to see who can raise the most. So today I donated for the police officers, so I'm hoping we win because we are better.
As much as the friendly competition between the departments inspires some heckling, in the end they have a mutual goal, and that is to help others. For Police Sergeant Chris Cognac, any physical token that may be rewarded isn't necessarily the true prize.
I think if we get the most blood, you get a trophy you can put in our little display case, and but mainly it's pride in giving back and helping those who need it, and you never know when you're going to need blood.
For all of those who are willing to give blood and pass the health screening laid down at the stations as qualified nurses took a pint of their life-saving vital fluid. And for those too scared of needles to donate blood, police employee Diane Carmona had this to say about it.
Do not be afraid of donating blood. I mean, it's for a good cause, and you feel great afterwards, knowing that you were able to help someone else out.
Helping someone out is what donating blood really does. In fact, one blood donation can save up to 3 lives, a fact that may convince the timid that it's time to overcome their fears and go to a local Red Cross donation station to save a life or 2 or 3. Because afterwards, they give you some yummy free snacks, which was one of the selling points for police officer Arias.
I felt great.
Yeah.
Free snacks.
Yeah. In the end, most donors said that the experience of donating blood was simple, fast, relaxing, and rewarding.
But I feel great. I'm ready to go to work.
Donating blood takes as little as 45 minutes. That includes reading a pamphlet, answering health questions, getting a quick pinprick to test to see if it is medically safe to give blood, and then lastly, laying down on a bed for 20 minutes while your blood is taken. When the process is complete, donors leave knowing they helped those in need. For Hawthorne Community Television, I'm Amy Davis.
For more information about blood donation, contact your local Red Cross. Rosecrans Avenue has had a reputation for heavy traffic. Francisco Castillo takes us to the groundbreaking of the new project that will help commuters travel faster and safer.
3, 2, 1.
Look out, drivers. Rosecrans Avenue is getting an additional lane to loosen up traffic off the 405 freeway.
Well, seeing as how I come down this street every morning, it is nothing but congestion. And this not only in the morning, but in the evening.
We're having a grand opening, ribbon cutting, if you will, of a project that is very important to Hawthorne, and that's widening of Rosecrans.
Under the Rosecrans Avenue Improvement Project, an extra lane is being created heading westbound on the busy street at the 405 South off-ramp. It will also add dedicated right turn lanes to the 405 North on-ramp.
Every time you drive by here, it's the same problem. Even late at night, I think it's going to be a little bit empty, same problem. It's always a bottleneck.
This traffic issue and this infrastructure improvement is one of those ways that we want to benefit the residents of Hawthorne.
Funding came through Measure R, as well as grants and monies collected by the city from organizations such as Caltrans and MTA. Maxine Waters was also able to contribute federal funds to help with this project, which is due to be completed by March 15th of this year. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information about future projects, call the City of Hawthorne's Engineering Department at 310-349-2980. Well, many drivers stick to the old rule of changing oil every 3,000 miles, but according to experts, that may be too often. Margaret Sharp has the story.
If you ask people how often they get an oil change, the answers are almost always the same.
So approximately 2,000 to 3,000 miles.
I think it's every 3,000 miles. We get like a little sticker on our car that tells us the date and the mileage.
But just relying on that little sticker and the 3,000-mile rule may be wasteful.
Many of the new manufacturers of vehicles are recommending around 8,000 to 12,000 miles.
The reason for the extension of intervals is mostly because of improvements in oil and technology.
And that's why you're seeing vehicles get over 300,000 miles on an engine versus 30 years ago when they were maybe going 100,000 miles.
Owner's manuals will recommend how often and sometimes what kind of oil to use.
My new car, in the owner's manual, it uses full synthetic oil and asks for an oil change every 8,000 miles.
In addition to extending change intervals, Carver recommends fixing leaks to protect the environment.
If you have an oil leak in your vehicle, have that repaired, because as your vehicle's traveling down the road, you're dropping that oil. And then when the rain comes, that oil washes out to our ocean.
Although there are some environmental and cost benefits to extending the time between oil changes, some people prefer to stick with the old standard.
I will still do every 2,000 to 3,000 miles just to keep the performance on the car.
But there are others more than happy to reap the benefits.
Yeah, I mean, if it saves money, I'm happy to wait longer.
In addition, Carver recommends drivers check their tire pressure for better fuel economy. For HCTV, I'm Margaret Sharp.
For more information about car maintenance, you can go to www.calif.aaa.com. Residents were recently introduced to a noise compatibility workshop that was held at the Hawthorne Police Department Community Room. This 18-month study will determine the amount of noise pollution the Hawthorne Airport produces due to incoming and outgoing airplanes.
Tonight, we've just started the study, and we've been out gathering data, and we are having a kickoff public workshop to allow the public to come in and become familiar with the study effort and to ask questions and provide them with information.
According to Alan Richards, many Hawthorne residents would like to find out the source of the noise.
There's a number of people in town that hear loud noises late at night, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning, and generally they feel that it's coming from the east, so they believe it's coming from Hawthorne Airport.
For more information about the study and its preliminary findings, visit www.hawthornenoise.airportstudy.com. Coming up next on City News, local middle schoolers get a chance to see what their life can be like next year. Then Zella Davis students got their hands dirty, all in the name of science. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Doug Kraus with the City of Hawthorne Public Works Department. We're very excited to be hosting an LA County waste tire collection event Saturday, February 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Memorial Center. This is an event that only comes around every once in a while, but it's a great opportunity for all of us to get rid of those old tires that are laying around our yards. Tires are not trash, they can't be thrown away. It costs money, usually, to recycle them, so this is a perfect opportunity for everyone to get rid of their tires for free. So I'll see you there, Saturday, February 25th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Memorial Center.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Hi, I'm here to tell you about a new medical website designed especially for older folks. Website, you say? I can't work on computers, they're not senior friendly, blah, blah, blah. But the National Institutes of Health fixed all that. Now you can make the type bigger, increase contrast, even make it talk to you.
Arthritis.
Just go to NIHseniorhealth.gov and get the best medical information available anywhere. NIHseniorhealth.gov, built with you in mind.
Welcome back. The 3 high school campuses that are part of the Centinela Valley Union High School District are currently recruiting incoming 9th grade students for the 2012 to 2013 school year. HCTV reporter Sophia Pop recently visited one of the high school campuses and tells us what they have to offer.
Local students and their parents were invited to the Hawthorne High School campus for a presentation focusing on the school's 4 academies. The purpose? Pique the students' interest for fall enrollment.
Parents want to send their kids to the best schools possible, so we've come up with an academy idea.
The 4 academies include Criminal Justice, Engineering, Visual and Performing Arts, and the International Business Academy. Prospective students were outspoken about their academic aspirations.
I dream of opening a business. I like to dance.
After the principal's opening remarks, every academy offered a short presentation of their program. The Visual and Performing Arts students delighted the audience with an ensemble performance. Academy Coordinator Anthony Hughes explains how the curriculum works.
Our performances are our tests. Our assessments are from the end product that you see as you saw today. So we get into them that just like any other thing that you do in life, you have to reach a goal.
Teaching students what it takes to compete in the international business world is what co-founder and coordinator Maria Eborn instills in her students. She says the curriculum's focus is to
get these kids skilled on the global business. This includes international etiquette, this includes computer use, technology, how to speak with people, and how to always get the job.
The Academy has competed at the international level in New York City for the past 2 years, and they've hosted business students from Brazil as a cultural exchange. Assisting students with internships and formal job interviews are also part of the program.
I have students that have graduated from my class that actually are now working for companies that have offered them 100% paid college degrees.
Jose was really impressed by what he saw and says he can't wait to get started.
I wanted to give that 100%.
School principal Dr. Mark Newell says each academy incorporates English, math, science, and social studies into their curriculum. Incoming students are placed in the program of their choice and can change into a different one at the end of the academic year.
Take the time to research everything and make sure what you want to join is something that you want to do.
Students filled out applications, and in the spring, they will attend an open house where they will complete the registration process. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Sophia Pop.
For more information on the open enrollment process, call Hawthorne High School at 310-263-4400 or the Centinela Valley Union High School District at 310-263-3200. Well, Hawthorne High School of Engineering started the new year on a high note. The SME Foundation has awarded the engineering school $26,000 to be used for equipment, scholarships, and the introduction of a technology-based summer camp. Since 1988, the SME Education Foundation has provided over $5 million through financial aid and scholarships. Well, students learned firsthand just how fun science can be at the second STEM night for Zella Davis Elementary. Rachel Berry has the story.
It was 6 p.m. on a school night, but the classrooms at Zella Davis Elementary were buzzing with excitement as 200 parents and students got their hands dirty to learn about science.
You get a battery, 2 light bulbs, and then you get wires.
Fourth grader Matthew was energized just talking about the electromagnet he made with his father at STEM night.
Light bulbs will light up, the negative and the positive side. If you unhook one of the batteries, both of the batteries will go out.
Students were split into groups alongside their parents to make homemade goo, boats, erupting volcanoes, flying airplanes, and test out roller coaster designs.
We invite parents and students to come in to do science, technology, engineering, and mathematics experiments and kind of just get them comfortable with our scientific process that we're teaching.